What would happen if every version of Boruto fought against every version of Naruto? Which versions of Naruto could he beat, and which versions of Naruto would beat him? Well, I have split both Boruto and Naruto into 5 levels of power, and the 5th level of Boruto is way too overpowered. Let's start things off with the weakest level, Chunin Exam's Boruto. As an Uzumaki, Boruto, like his father Naruto, has very large chakra reserves as well as amazing chakra control since he's a direct descendant of the Hyuga clan. While he lacks the Byakugan like his mother and sister, he's still capable of performing some basic Byakugan techniques like the Gentle Fist. Coupled with his mastery of Taijutsu, Ninjutsu, and Bukijutsu, he becomes way more powerful than anyone his age and is even stronger than some Jonins, with Kakashi even stating that he has the same level of talent as the legendary 4th Hokage, Minato Namikaze. What is even more shocking is that he has achieved all of these feats at only 13 years of age. With this impressive talent, he can also perform the nature transformations of wind, lightning, and water release, and is even capable of creating his very own versions of the Rasengan, like the Vanishing Rasengan, Wind Style Rasengan, High Compression Rasengan, and his Ultimate Rasengan, which we will be discussing later on in the video. With Boruto being this strong, how well would Chunin Exam's Naruto do against him? Well, unfortunately for Naruto, he stands absolutely no chance against this version of Boruto and would get demolished, but he might have a secret ability that might give him an advantage in this matchup, which is his Shadow Clone Jutsu. Thanks to Naruto's massive chakra pool, he's able to create up to 1,000 shadow clones, which he can fully utilize in battle as shown in his fight against Gaara, a character who is known for his impressive defensive capabilities. During their fight, Gaara was using about 50% of his Jinchuriki powers. Despite that, Naruto was still able to use his Shadow Clone Jutsu to summon a lot of Shadow Clones, enabling him to land several damaging punches on Gaara. While this jutsu is incredibly powerful, it is still nowhere close to what Boruto is packing, meaning that a battle between both versions, Boruto would emerge victorious. That was a pretty easy win for Boruto, but how well would he do against Naruto's next transformation, QB Mode Naruto? While you may think Boruto would have a good chance against this version of Naruto, he really doesn't stand a chance. In this form, Naruto can use a small percentage of his Nine Tails power, which gives him access to some insane power-ups like super fast healing as well as enhancing speed and strength. In fact, this version of Naruto is so fast that in his fight against Sasuke, Sasuke couldn't keep track of his movements with his 2 Tomoe Sharingan, which is just mind-blowing as Sasuke with his Sharingan was able to keep track of Haku's movements during their fight. And in the Naruto data books, it was stated that Haku was moving within his ice mirrors at the speed of light. This means that in QB mode, Naruto would at least be hypersonic. In a battle between this version of Naruto and Chunin Exam's Boruto, Naruto would emerge victorious as he completely outshines Boruto in both speed and strength. However, this is just the weakest level of Boruto, as Boruto's next transformation gives him a huge boost in power. Jogan Eye Boruto. Boruto awakened this eye when he was only 8 years old, and it has all the abilities of the Sharingan, Byakugan, and the Rinnegan. With this eye, Boruto can perceive the flow of chakra, enabling him to see the visible changes in one's chakra and likewise track enemies through their chakra at a very impressive speed. As shown in his fight against Momoshiki, and just like the Rinnegan, it can also travel through dimensions, allowing Boruto to see through invisible barriers that connect between dimensions, and as a bonus, it grants god-tier sensory abilities. In a battle between these versions of Boruto and Naruto, thanks to the Jogan, Boruto would be able to read all of Naruto's movements. Combined with his intelligence and resourcefulness, this would allow him to land in a few hits on Naruto, giving him the win. Alright, Boruto has already defeated 2 versions of Naruto, but how well would he do against one of Naruto's strongest transformations of all time, Sage Mode? While Boruto's Jogan Eye is a very powerful dojutsu, it still wouldn't be enough to save him from Sage Mode Naruto. Thanks to this transformation, Naruto can make a good use of nature's energy, allowing his strength and durability to skyrocket, as well as increase his chakra and senses, allowing him to sense the presence of enemies who are hidden even in another dimension. While Boruto will put up a good fight, thanks to Naruto having way more battle experience and insane abilities like the Rasen Shuriken and Rasengan Barrage, this version of Naruto will come out on top, meaning that in a battle between both versions, this battle wouldn't go so well for Boruto. But the fight isn't over as Boruto's strongest form is on a whole new level. Before we go into that, let's quickly talk about his third strongest form, Karma Seal Boruto. You might think this transformation gives Boruto an advantage over Sage Mode Naruto. Well, it doesn't. And here's why. After Boruto's fight with Momoshiki, Momoshiki puts this seal on Boruto's right palm. Once the seal is activated, Boruto's physical strength is exponentially increased, allowing him to gain access to amazing abilities like the chakra absorption and ninjutsu absorption. While this version of Boruto is incredibly strong, as he is even capable of going toe-to-toe with adult-based Naruto in hand-to-hand combat, he would still lose to Sage Mode Naruto. While he can always absorb any jutsu Naruto throws at him with his Karma Seal, Naruto does have another incredible ability in his arsenal called Frog Kumite. This ability allows Naruto to use nature's energy to increase the range of his physical attacks, allowing his attacks to hit in every direction, as shown in his fight against Pain. In a battle between both Sage Mode Naruto and Karma Seal Boruto, Naruto would come out on top as his enhanced speed and regeneration abilities, along with his overall battle experience, would give him the win over Boruto. So yeah, this battle wouldn't go so well for Boruto. But this isn't the end for Boruto, as his next transformation turns into a god, Awakened Karma Seal Boruto. Unlike the base form of the Karma Seal, Boruto's body completely fuses with Momoshiki's, hence creating a being named Borushiki. In this version, Boruto's powers are exponentially increased, giving him access to more insane abilities like flight and space-time ninjutsu. While Sage Mode Naruto would put up a good fight against this version of Boruto, he would still lose as Boruto in this version gains access to Momoshiki's 1,000-year battle experience and some damaging techniques like the supermassive Rasengan, which he used in his fight against Boro, meaning that in a fight between both versions, Sage Mode Naruto loses. This leads us to Naruto's second strongest form, Sage of Six Paths. In this form, Naruto's abilities evolve at a very godly pace, allowing him to move at speeds equivalent to the speed of light, and also granting him unlimited access to both the Tailed Beast's power and Truth-Seeking Orbs. These orbs have power nullification, meaning they can destroy anything they come into contact with. Not to mention, his chakra reserves and techniques are way stronger than any of his transformations thus far. In a battle between both transformations, Sage of Six Paths Naruto will come out on top as he completely outmatches Boruto in both strength, speed, and abilities, making Naruto the winner of this matchup. But this version of Boruto is nothing compared to Boruto's strongest form, Time Skip Boruto. And spoiler alert, not even Naruto and Sasuke at their peak can beat him. I know, it sounds crazy, but let me explain. In the latest chapters of the Boruto manga, Boruto underwent a 3-year training with Sasuke, allowing him to master his god-given powers like the Jogan and Karma Seal even further, and even going as far as creating a powerful version of the Rasengan, which he calls Uzuhiko, a technique similar to Sasuke's Chidori Nagashi. Unlike other Rasengans, this one engulfs the user's body with wind, turning the user into a Rasengan, further increasing both their offensive and defensive capabilities, making them untouchable. While Sage of Six Paths Naruto would put up a good fight against Time Skip Boruto, he would still lose as Boruto's mastery over his godlike abilities like the Jogan and his Shinjutsu powers would give him an edge. Meaning, in a battle between both versions, Boruto would come out on top. But here is where things get interesting, as Naruto's strongest transformation puts him on a level equivalent to that of a god, Beiran Mode Naruto. In a process similar to nuclear fusion, both Naruto's and Kuroma's chakras are fused and consumed as raw materials to produce a new type of energy that has the unique ability to drain the lifespan of anyone that Naruto comes into contact with. But that isn't the only thing it does. It also allows Naruto to maximize the power of his attacks and movements, making him able to fight with incredible efficiency, as shown in his fight against Ishiki. In a battle between this version of Naruto and Time Skip Boruto, a single strike from Naruto would end the fight immediately. However, Beiran Mode has a weakness. Due to the amount of life force energy it drains out of the user's body, its duration is very short, meaning in their battle, this would give Boruto the advantage, making him the winner of this matchup. Yeah, I know, Time Skip Boruto is way too overpowered. Even his dad is no match for him. While Naruto is receiving treatments for his wounds, go ahead and click on this video. What are you staring at? Click it!